What? Girlfriend? We about to swing them things. We about to swing them things. We about to golden boy.
Hey y'all, it's MissMosstheBoss of MissMosstheBossTV, and I know y'all like, is it Wednesday already? But sadly it is. So today will be the end of our 4-day streak of story times.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
So be sure to go back and check out my Storytime playlist so you can watch all 3 of the other videos and other story times that we got into this week, okay? Like I was telling you guys, this whole week I was given story times, and I was going to be doing it with collabs with different types of YouTubers, and specifically there will be all kinds of YouTubers of all sizes. So this special girl is so dear to my heart, okay? She done helped me in so many ways, as like a sister, as a YouTuber, it's just everything. Like, y'all see me in this white light right now because of her. You see what I'm saying? Ride or die, that's my man, 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? I've done a collab with her before, but I'm just like, you know, people still not hip to her at this point. Quality on a beam. She does all kinds of videos, hair videos, story times, advice videos where you can email her in and she, you know, gives you advice via video. Like, she's lit. She even do it yourself videos, and y'all just not hip. Like, what's up? Like, why don't y'all know this by now? So this girl is no one other than my girl Hairtopia8604.
Hey guys, it's Hairtopia, and I want you to come on over to my channel. I want you to check out my video. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want you to join my family. Come check me out. You know, I do hair videos and I dibble and dabble in a couple of makeup videos. I'm doing some tutorials and some DIYs and a whole host of other things, because I don't want to be limited to just 1 or 2 things. I want you to just come on up, come on over. And come check my channel out. And please, on your way over, before you leave, please subscribe. And I will see you over there. Toodles.
So y'all heard her. She here with, she got all the, she come with a bunch. Like, y'all heard her, she do it all. So what you waiting for, okay? Like, really go over there, check out her channel, check out her story time. She's only 200 away from 1K. So let's go and help her out. Check her videos out, get her popping or whatever, and tell her that Reidy sent you. Today's story time is kind of for my young boys, okay? It's on my bullying experience. It's about how they tried to jump me. Okay, so let's get started. So this story takes place back in middle school. Back in middle school, I want to say around 7th or 8th grade. So basically, the last day before summer break that year, I ended up getting me a little boyfriend, y'all. So it was this guy that I kind of sort of knew, not a lot, and like he tried to ask me for my number on like the last day. We basically got together, he asked me out, and we were on the phone back and forth all summer. Cause you know, back in those days, y'all, at least for me, you know, the phone call was enough. Like, that was what your relationship was. You wasn't going to hang out with him, none of that stuff. You were more than likely just on the phone with him a lot. And I mean the house phone. For y'all young boys, I don't know if y'all know, but we used to use something called the house phone, okay? Alright. So, when we got back to going to school, a couple days before going, I got a phone call. So, my boyfriend, we gonna call him Malachi. Malachi hit me up and we was talking, and he was basically like, yeah, so this girl, we gonna call her Nay or whatever, hit me up on MySpace. And once again, I'm telling this story about middle school, so I don't think or know if y'all hit to some of this stuff, but MySpace was basically the first, and I say the first, or the first popping like social media for us. So he was like, Nate keep hitting me up on MySpace, and she hit me up in my messages. And I'm like, oh, well, what'd she say? And basically, y'all, Nate spilled her heart out to Malachi about how much she likes him, how much she been liking him for so long, and how she wanted him to take her virginity. Y'all, I was like, that's a lie. In general, because at that age, like, I was really like out here like her virginity, like we're like 2. So I was like, well, did you tell her like she got a, like, you got a girlfriend? And he was like, I ain't say nothing. I was like, you know what, not for nothing, I wouldn't know what to say either. So we basically dropped that and kept moving. Like literally, y'all, relationships back in the day wasn't really that deep. So first day of school come around and everything cool. So as the school year go on, speed up, we gonna get to this day. The day where all of it goes up into flames, okay? Mind you, this day was not that far into the school year because me and Malachi did not go out that long after we got back into school for multiple reasons. So we get to school, a couple weeks go by or whatever, and everybody file out I'm with Malachi. So Nay and a group of girls, it was like we were in this science class that we had, making our little babies. The babies, I remember like that visual vividly because my daughter ended up having freckles. We were learning about like genes and stuff, and it was so odd to me that she had freckles. Like I was like, what the heck? But anyway, Nay ended up talking with a bunch of these girls, I guess, about how she hit up Malachi on MySpace, and now that he goes with me, like I think I'm the ish and all this other stuff. They had me out here as a promiscuous girl, a man eater. I was out here taking everybody man in their eyes, okay? So basically, as the day goes on, she's just literally rallying people up like to not F with me. So at first it was Nay and this other girl, I'm gonna call her girl 1. So it was girl 1. And then as the day went on, what ended up happening, it was like, all right, we started talking, whatever. It started off like they just was talking crap, like behind my back. Then it was like, eventually, once we got enough girls, which is like 2, 3 girls, to hear about it or whatever the case may be, now we're gonna start going up to Reed and saying subliminal stuff, going up to Malachi saying subliminal stuff, trying to basically shake the house, shake the table. You know what I'm saying? Girl 1 kind of ended up becoming the ringleader, and they started taking behind, like basically as the victim. I guess she didn't want to necessarily be the forefront of this movement. I don't know. So girl 1 had everyone roused up. She was out here going to the next class, like just getting people to just join the freaking peanut gallery. So eventually the day is almost over, and I've been getting called all types of backstabber, you know, man stealing, basically hoe out here in these streets, to where people wasn't even trying to sit with me at lunch, y'all. They wasn't even trying to sit with me at lunch because they basically was on some type of time like, Reed ain't this, she ain't that, she shicey for going out with Malachi, everybody know that they like him, other than my little few friends. But I had this one friend, we gonna call her Mia. So Mia was my friend, and she's been in a relationship with this boy for like a good 2 years or so by this point. And her boyfriend and me know each other because we both from the same part of Philly or whatever. And at the time, y'all, I would go to this little dance party place that was down here, and it was like for preteens or whatever. And he used to be there. And the type of person I was at the time, I really wouldn't dance with people I didn't know. I only danced with guys I knew, and if you was really, 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 really cute to me. So I used to dance with him, and I know you're like, woo, Reed, wait a minute, you was dancing with her man? I'm a type person who don't take dancing as literally like me and you have interest in each other. Like, I don't do it as that. Like, I literally think we're dancing, this doesn't mean anything. So kill me if that's the case. So that gave girl one ammo to like convince her that I would try to eventually do that to her, or that's what I was getting into when I was going to the places. So the last period come along and Mia ends up turning on me, and she basically joins in on the fuckery. I'm sorry, I tried to keep this PG because it was real cool, but yes. So I'm in the back of the line, irritated at this point, y'all. Like my nerves is fueling. Like I'm on fucking fire. I'm on 10. Like I'm on a beam. I'm on 100 right now. Like irritated because I'm just sitting here like this wasn't that deep. First of all, Malachi ain't want you. I'm sorry that he was over here checking for me, okay? It is not my fault that your man wants me. I ain't trying to take your man. Everybody know he my #1 fan, okay? So I was confused at how it was all like I stole her man, etc., etc. And then it was just like, in general, why everybody and their grandma trying to get involved in this situation. So I'm irritated, and we end up going to our homeroom to be about to leave, and this boy was saying all this stuff to me because apparently he likes to get involved in girl situations. So we in the class, and he said something to me, asked me for something, and I basically didn't really respond. Like I was like irritated, so I was just like, I flagged it off, said something, but didn't answer his question. So then he said something else, and I was like, you really need to just leave me alone, because I had an attitude. And he decided he really was the tick. He blew the bomb up. He set it off. It was all his fault, to be honest, because he knew I was already this close. I was this close to going off. And he ended up to fix his lips to say, it's cool. That's why they're gonna beat you up anyway. Y'all, when he said this, I don't know who came out, but Reed left the building and this girl came to fight everybody. I got up through the desk, like, through the desk, and was like, everybody can line the F up right now. Everybody can line it up. So my teacher gets up like, whoa, what's going on? And all this other stuff, tears start coming down my eyes. Because when I get really to that point, y'all, and I'm that angry, I get to crying. I know I'm not the only one. So I'm like, no, because if they want to fight me, they can fight me now. Because at this point, my thoughts like, listen, y'all ain't going to jump me and me not put up a fight. Y'all can all fight me now. At least everybody going to know that I'm a G, okay? So the bell rang, and it happened to be like God was on our side, because my mom ended up picking me up that day. I come out, everybody confused. My teacher telling them to sit down. I come out, my mom see me, and I'm like, they get on my effing nerves. Blah, blah, blah. And she like, whoa. Do you hear yourself? Do you know who you talking to? Do you know who you talking to? And I'm like, you know, I had to gather myself, because then I realized who I was talking to. And she like, don't ever let nobody take you out your character. You understand me? And I'm like, yes, but da-da-da. So I had my 6th grade teacher next to me like, I just don't know what's going on. Rita's never like this, boo-boo. Like, it was so caught off guard, y'all. Like, and I just didn't know what to do. And by the end of it, basically what ends up happening was that the teacher got everybody to calm down. Everybody tried to claim that they didn't understand why I was going off.
Really, nigga?
And then I went home or whatever, and I ended up just cooling off and explaining everything to my mom. So guys, that was my story time on how they almost jumped me, bullying edition. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. For all you people who ever been bullied, got bullied, even been a bully, I hope that this story allows you to see how, one, is definitely when it comes to girls, y'all, it's not worth it to fight over no guy, be about to fight over a guy. 2, never let nobody take you out your character. You know, always try to be like, compose yourselves, because you let somebody take out your character, they are in control. And 3, it's no need to necessarily pick on people when you're upset, when you don't get your way, when you feel insecure. You don't solve anything when you do that. So never really try to do that. If a guy doesn't like you, or whatever the case may be, taking out on someone else is never the answer. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video, you guys. Share these story times. Let people live the experience through me via you, okay? And also subscribe. Don't forget to check out my girl Hairtopia8604 over at her channel. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.
I don't know what you've been